Hi friends, hello, it's me. I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I have been doing on this channel. I had an idea, so hear me out. I know with everything going on in the world as of late, people aren't really spending as much money as they used to be, especially on things that are kind of frivolous or are considered hobbies. And one of those things, one of the luxuries that I take for granted is reading, my reading habit. And books are expensive, and even the used books cost money, obviously. But, excuse me, neighbor dog. Anyways, so books are expensive, and one of the ways that I have been saving money, pinching my pennies, especially during this time, is me and my daughter actually go to the library almost every single Saturday, and we pick up some books. So in today's video, I'm going to be going through all of the books that me and my daughter have picked out together and that we are reading this week. So just to give a little bit of background information, my daughter is 2.5 years old, and obviously she does not read by herself. I read these books to her. I know, Mother of the Year. Anyway, so this is going to be geared to all of my toddler moms out there. If you're curious what me and my daughter pick up from the library, then I encourage you to keep watching because it is coming right now. So first things first, if you're new here, I do a lot of book-related content as well as makeup content on this channel. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, I encourage you to subscribe and stick around because I'm coming at you every single week with a new distraction. So this week, me and my daughter went to the public library and we picked up a few books. Well, okay, I'm going to start off first with the book I've been reading because boy, I've been reading this book for about 2 months now. I picked it up at the beginning of October. Oh wait, that wouldn't be 2 months. Okay, I have been reading this book for 1 month. It took me a month to finish it. It's a big boy. She chunky. This is Stephen King's Bag of Bones. It was pretty long. It took me a while to get through, a month. As I said, I just had to keep renewing it. And lucky for me, no one was actually in line to get this book, so I could just keep bringing it home. I would just call them up and renew it. It was easy. I didn't even have to go into the library. It's a pretty spooky book. It's not... Oh, I have a list in here. Does anybody else do this? I make random lists and then I just stick them in random places. Okay, so yes, this book is about a writer who unfortunately loses his wife very young and kind of suffers some writing block from that. So he goes off to their summer home to renew his mind. He's hoping to get out of this rut that he's in their main house, so he takes a trip for the whole summer or like a whole 6 months or something to their summer home to hopefully try and get out of this rut, but there are ghosts and ghouls and everything that are out to get him. There's a long history in this area, and he's uncovering some things about his wife that he didn't know about, and he's just unearthing more questions as he goes. So I suggest this book. It's a good book. Okay, we're moving on. Okay, so the rest of the books are for my daughter. We've got 6 books. 6 books here. The first one I'm going to talk about is If I Could Keep You Little. The narrator of the book is a mother, and she is talking about her little one. Speaking of 2.5-year-old. Okay, so the narrator of this book is the mother, and she is speaking out loud, thinking out loud to her little one about things that she wishes she could just hold on to. Things that she is going to miss whenever her little one grows up. But then it circles around and also talks about how thankful she is that she is going to get to see her little one grow up and go on to bigger, better things in life. And I thought this was a really sweet book. I'm not gonna lie, it made me tear up a little bit because I'm thinking of my little daughter and how she's gonna grow up to be like driving and graduating and dating, and it really kind of made me sad. So I enjoyed it. My toddler seemed to enjoy it. She was really excited about pointing things out to me in the book, like the clothes and the bus and the grass and all that kind of stuff. So that is If I Could Keep You Little. And that is written by Marianne Richmond. Okay, just a side note, if you're thinking that my curls look a little crazy, it's because they do. I was trying a new curling method and I failed, but I don't know, I'm kind of feeling this. I feel like I'm from the 40s or something, you know? They're feeling very big. But anyway, okay, sidetracked. Moving on. The next book is called The Love Monster by Rachel Bright. This is a cute book. I really liked reading this book. I think my favorite part of children's books are the illustrations and the rhymes. But anyway, so this is the story of this cute little red monster who lives in cute fluffy town, basically. And he's kind of wondering why no one loves him and why he can't find love. So he leaves cute fluffy town to go, let me show you because it is cute and fluffy. Cute fluffy town looks like that. That's so cute. Anyway, so the little red monster leaves the cute fluffy town to go on a quest to find someone who loves him and his love, and it just shows him going through high places, low places, middle places, opposites places. The story just kind of unfolds and he realized that he found love whenever he least expected it. Yes, it ends happily. He finds love, of course, but that's the back. It's so cute. It's just his back. I don't know why I think that's so cute. Anyway, so that was a really cute story and we really enjoyed that. And I don't know why, but I guess we had a monster theme this week, but the next book is called The Color Monster Goes to School. And this one is by Anna Lennis. This one's a really cute story as well, with some really great illustrations in it. But basically, the little monster is going to school for the first time, and he's packing all of his things. And basically, he's doing everything wrong. Everything that you're supposed to do at school, he's doing the opposite of. And it's a really, really cute story. Everyone loves him in school, and he loves it so much he wants to go back the next day. So this would be a really good story if you are having a young one who is going off into the school world and is a little bit nervous about it. This would be an excellent story to ease their anxieties about the whole situation. So I do suggest The Color Monster Goes to School by Anna Lennis. Yes, okay, moving on. Today's drink is a V8 sparkling energy drink. It is the strawberry kiwi flavor, and it's delicious. The next book that we read is The Beastie Bath. This one is written by Robert Newbecker. This one is very cute. Okay, so it follows the little girl, and she has quite the imagination. She's a dinosaur, she's a beastie, and she's scrubbing all of her feet. She's scrubbing all of her tentacles. She's scrubbing all of her mane. It's a very cute story about just a little girl taking a bath and just using her imagination as she does so. She brushes all of her big old teeth and she cuddles up with all of her beasties to go to sleep. And it's a very cute little bedtime story. We really enjoyed this one, so that's a thumbs up for me. The next story is Angelina Ballerina Dresses Up. I think this is a series. I was getting that vibe from it because it kind of seemed almost like a TV show that was made into a book, but I could be wrong. If any of you mothers out there, you guys read these books, let me know. But this is the story of a little mouse girl, and she loves to dress up. And her grandparents love her very, very much. Grandma, Grandpa Mouse, and they decide that they're going to make her a dress-up chest, and Grandma and the little Angelina Mouse are going to actually sew all of the clothes that go they're going to actually sew all of the clothes that go into her dress-up chest. At the end of the story, she has a tea party with her friends, and they dress up for the family, and the Grandma and Grandpa Mouse dress up, and it's just a really cute story. But like I said, I think this one is like maybe a series of books. I didn't see any of them, but that's kind of the vibe it gave me, like maybe it was a TV show or there's multiples of these. So this one was okay. Maybe I'll try some more if I see them at the library. Okay, the last one is last because I wasn't a big fan of it, and it is called Smart George by Jules Pfeiffer. This one was okay. It was all right. I wasn't the biggest fan whenever we have all of these awesome books. But anyway, it's the illustrations aren't that great for me either. I mean, it's cute, but anyway, so George is kind of an ornery puppy, and his mother is asking him to count for her. Like, hey, if you have two and you take one away, how many is that? But George wants to eat first. He wants to go on a walk first. He wants to take a nap first. You know, it's kind of like that if you give a mouse a cookie book. But anyway, so once George falls asleep, he has a dream. And in his dream, the creatures in his dream are trying to get him to basically count up to 10. And then he wakes up and impresses his mother with all that he's learned when he fell asleep. So this one was okay. I give it like a 5 out of 10. I didn't really like the illustrations, and the story kind of seemed like a nightmare out of a Stephen King novel or something. Like, I feel like I read that in my book. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Anyway, it just was kind of a crazy storyline, and but George, he can count to 10, and he sure is a smart cookie, so I guess it turned out okay for George. Okay, so we blew through all those. Those were all 7 books that me and my daughter have gotten from the library recently. I really hope you enjoyed a video like this. It just kind of came to me, and I thought that maybe you guys might enjoy hearing what me and my toddler are reading at the moment. And like I said, it's a good substitution, you know, like if you're a big reader. I think a lot of people forget about the public library, and that is so sad. I mean, especially now, people aren't working as much, people aren't spending as much, and the public library is a free resource. If you love to read, and if you want to instill the love of reading in your children, children's books are expensive. Like, for example, Smart George cost, let's look it up. Smart George costs $17.99, okay? The Collar Monster Goes to School, also $17.99. So children's books, and especially like adult books, they're not cheap. And one of the ways that I save money, especially I have a reading book collecting problem, is I go to the public library if I'm wanting to read something. Or I get my books used. I've already posted a video. I did a little shopping on thriftbooks.com. I'll link that one down below, but there are other options. You don't have to go to a bookstore, even though it's amazing in there, but you don't have to go into a bookstore and spend $100 plus on books, you know, for you and your toddler. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is books are expensive. There are other ways that you can read and instill a love of reading in your children. So I'm gonna get off my rampage now, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!